Recently, I've been roped into a terrifying pyramid scheme. It started off with Jay Schlatt posting this video. It's a video where he talks about his favorite YouTube channels, ones that are smaller than his size, normally, shouting them out, highlighting them and their work, and then at the end of that video, he nominated a bunch of other YouTubers, one of them being Jack Manifold, to do the same. A sort of pay it forward kind of situation, you know? Now, a few days ago, I get an ominous message from Jack Manifold linking me a video of his and just saying, "You've been nominated." I didn't know about the Schlatt video, so I was like, what have I been nominated for? A sort of award, perhaps? No. So Jack did the same video, talk about smaller YouTubers that he likes, and then at the end, he nominates me to do the same thing. So, hey ho, here I am, doing the same thing. I find this to be very, very exciting. I'm gonna do this, but you guys gotta pull through. People subscribe less nowadays than what they used to. This is a fact about YouTube. It's because YouTube has kind of, prioritized algorithm recommendations over subscriptions. So really, this is up to you to go out of your way and subscribe to these people. The algorithm made you think that you don't need to do this, but it's important, especially for some of the smaller channels that we're going to talk about today. Very important. The order in which I'm going to talk about these YouTubers is not specific to my liking of them. That said, one of my favorite channels to watch, I'm gonna say that on the end of the list. So I guess wait for that. So the first channel I'd like to put you guys on is just one I think more people should be aware of. And I only found out about this guy very recently and very randomly. So I was scrolling on YouTube like a few days ago and I saw this music video pop up by a person named, well, not a person named, a channel named Jazz Emu. The song is called Easy For Me. It was only uploaded like a few hours before I clicked it, and it's f***ing batshit. I watched the thing, it's a crazy little thing, but I wasn't like fully paying attention. Then at some point later on in that video, he's in a hospital set, and I'm like, holy shit. I filmed a music video there. Like the exact same location. I can't show the screenshots because this is a thing that's not out yet. It's gonna be out, I don't know, a few months. But yeah, exact same place. Full on. Crazy stuff. Crazy coincidence. Anyways, I like that song, Easy For Me, but I think there are others that I'd like to give you a strong recommendation on that I prefer personally. I forgot to say what's his thing. So Jazz Emu does f***ing crazy comedy songs. They're brilliant. They're just, I don't know, great stuff. I love comedy music when it's good, and it's good to see it alive and kicking within this guy. The Real Me, I think that's one of my favorite ones. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'll spoil it a little bit, okay? It's about a guy talking about finding his real self, but his real self is actually a boy from the year 2345 who controls his life. And it escalates further. This is just the starting point of the escalation. I think Jazz Emu, while he writes really, really funny songs, part of what makes these things really land for me is the fact that I think his voice is really good as well. Like sometimes when people do comedy songs, they have like a comedy song sort of voice, but he just has this really groovy thing going on. I'm a big fan of it. I Would Rather is a great one as well.
I would rather die than be weak for the night. Next to a minute, I know would make me on time.
And Eggerson Keavney. I love that one as well. It's f***ing crazy. Highly recommend checking him out. I missed out on going to see him live, but I've seen some of his live shows. They seem amazing. The Strut Cough Combo, another strong recommendation for me. Fun fact, I'm from the future now. I managed to get tickets to see him like 10 minutes after that recording. They freed up. I checked my email right after finishing that recording, and then and then it was like, hey, you can get tickets now. So I went to see him. Here's a short clip. Wow, good stuff. He also climbed on my table at some point, and he almost knocked over my drink with his butt. It was a really good show. It was like watching like a cartoon, but on the stage. It was so good. Really good band as well. Really good shit. I think I forgot to say it in the original recording, but I don't know, man. His music videos are so cool. Just so creative, so much fun. All right, back to Pinely from the past. Talking about the YouTube, what I was talking about. Recommendation number 2. Jake's hot friend. Have you ever seen a Danny Gonzalez video and you were like, hey, this guy's editing is pretty creative, funny, and exciting? Well, Jake's hot friend edits for Danny, And I'd say that what he has to offer is not just his good editing, but a good overall... I don't know, I'm bad at this presenter stuff. He's got a great camera presence, the guy's hilarious. I love watching his videos, they just feel good. One of my favorites, I'm gonna give this strong recommendation. I spent a week in a Walmart training app. One of my favorite, like, commentary videos that I've ever seen. I don't know if you can even call it, like, commentary. He's just out doing a crazy thing. The thumbnail says, "It broke me," which is an accurate description. He kind of just goes crazy. Just pretending he's working at Walmart for a week. It's a really good video. I'm a big fan of it. There's just so many crap commentary channels you're looking at around right now. And I find Jake's channel to be genuinely very exciting, very fresh. Check it out. Going out of commentary for a little bit, the next one is another channel that I've been exposed to pretty recently. And, you know, he's gaining a lot of traction right now. So maybe by the time this video gets edited, maybe I'm the small YouTuber. Maybe I'll need a shout out. So this guy's called Ian on YouTube. He's been active for 12 years on this platform. And the first video of his that was placed in my recommended was this one. Why am I 30 years old working a dead-end retail job? This is one of my favorite videos I've seen as of late. Now don't be fooled by the title. I don't think this video is like depressing at all. It's more kind of tackling what people have been saying about what he does in the comments. And while you do see some of his day-to-day struggles with his job, I don't know, I kind of love, like, he has these pets. It's either a hamster or like a guinea pig or something, one of those things. You see him like taking care of that. You see him kind of just living his day-to-day life. He has a very nice, calming presence on camera. He's been doing YouTube for a while, so I think he knows how to present things very well. It's just really relaxing YouTube stuff. Reminds me of what YouTube kind of used to be in the best sense possible. It's kind of like, I don't know, this is what this website is supposed to be for. This is the essence of it. This is what makes it more interesting than TV. The fact that you get to peek into someone's life, and again, in an interesting way. I don't think that everyone can make doing a retail job seem like an interesting thing. I used to work one. I was bored out of my goddamn mind. So, you know, I think it takes some actual filmmaking talent to do what he does. More recently, a few days ago, Ian got fired from working at 7-Eleven, probably partly to do with these videos. So I definitely think check him out. I'm sure you guys are gonna love his channel. My next recommendation is of a personal friend of mine, Mr. Josh Dare. You may know Josh from his TikTok videos where he's like, I'm gonna mix this song from Brat and I'm gonna mix it with with the Beatles song. That's how he talks in his videos. On YouTube, he's been posting these longer length videos that I've just been really loving. It's just videos of him talking about different music related stuff. His most recent one is called, I think, Music is Alive. And it's just this sort of like casual, I guess, kind of essay about the way you can have a song, you can have an album, a piece of art, and how it recontextualizes itself the longer it lives. These are also videos that I find to be quite relaxing and very fun to watch. I like to kick back, put Mr. Josh Dare on my TV, have a little, I don't know, glass of wine. I just love his stuff, and I think you will as well. If you're into music, he's a great voice to listen to when it comes to that stuff. Just shows a real passion for what he's talking about, which is always great. The last recommendation, which again is, I mean, this guy is one of my favorite YouTubers in general. I'm almost certain I've recommended him in the past in one of my videos. Bobby Fingers. Bobby Fingers is hands down one of the best YouTube channels I think ever. That's ever been created. I'm a huge fan of How To With John Wilson and Joe Parrott Talks to You. And this really gives me that same vibe. Not in the sense where I feel like he's ripping off any of these people, but it just hits that same sort of spot, you know? Also, these aren't YouTube channels, but I'd really recommend the two shows I've just mentioned. Let's go to his channel right now. I'll read out one of these things. Okay, for example, this is one of his craziest ones. Jeff Bezos rowing boat. So what you're seeing here on the screen is not a 3D render. This wasn't made in Blender. This man has made a Jeff Bezos rowing boat. Full on, he sculpted this thing. He's like a very like, I don't know where, he has that ability to do that. He can do many things that I cannot do. If you look at his videos, a lot of them are these different sort of dioramas, and you think, oh, it's like an arts and crafts channel, but he's making crazy shit. No, The videos kind of delve into like a place of insanity at some point. They escalate, they build. Again, I don't want to spoil anything. You kind of just need to watch it. You need to trust yourself in the moment. And I'm telling you, you're gonna watch this and it's gonna be one of your favorite videos. One of them. A lot of the video starts off from the point of talking about the subject, whether it's Jeff Bezos, Michael Jackson, or Joe Rogan. I haven't seen that one. I need to watch that one. It's just great, great high quality stuff. I love it. I love Bobby Fingers. His titles and thumbnails are like the opposite of clickbait, you know? You're like, oh, Michael Jackson on fire diorama. That's pretty interesting. You're like, that's interesting to see a person make that. And then you get rewarded with so much more. Amazing stuff. Now, if you want to check any of these channels out, they're all going to be in the description. Make sure that if you like one of them, subscribe. Don't let your life be swindled by the algorithm. Now, since this is a sort of pyramid scheme, I guess I'm gonna have to nominate a few people of my own. I made a list. Let me read out who I wrote here. Okay, I'm gonna nominate Gabby Bell from YouTube. She has a second channel, so she can talk about it on there. She barely uses it. So we'll see how that goes. Andy King also has a second channel that he barely uses, but I'm gonna peer pressure them to use that channel. James Marriott, Gutter TV, and George Mimulus. All of you are nominated to do the same thing. I had to do it. Legally, I had to do it. I had no choice. I've been roped into this scheme of, you know, talking about things that I like. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you want to watch extra stuff by me. I post one extra big video a month on Nebula, so feel free to check that out. And I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.